Welcome students. Today we will start a new chapter, Digital Electronics. Today we will look into the introduction to digital electronics. What do you mean by digital? Digital has become, the term digital has become part of everyday vocabulary, right? Everything now whatever we are dealing with all are digital. Digital, digit in the sense it works digital, that it works like a counting digit. What do you mean by digital means? It works as counting digits. See, digital technology is so widely spread over almost all areas of life. Computers, automation, robots, medical science, transportation, entertainment and so on. See, every day we are using digital gadgets, right? Your digital watch, apart from this, your digital smart watch, whatever smart gadgets you are using, it's all because of digital technology. Okay, digital watch, digital TV, that means your set-top box. Nowadays everything come digitalization is going on. Digitalization in the sense everything in the whatever the man-made products are become digital, you can tell. Only the God created ones have remained as analog. Okay, we will talk about analog and digital later on. See, there are so many devices: digital watch, digital clock, digital weighing machines, right? In your automation, in petrol bunks, everything is digital. In traffic signals, you can see how many seconds have left to pass the way, that and all has become digital. And digital is very easy to understand, that you can observe in your weighing machine, whatever the analog watches, the clocks with the leads are all analog watches, analog clocks. Okay, but which shows the numbers, those are all digital clocks or digital watches. In your digital weighing machines, it's very accurate, you can observe that. In you might have gone to ಸಂತೆ, ನೀವು ಸಂತೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ನು ಸಂತೆ ಒಳಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ತೂಗ್ತಾರೆ, right? So that is analog. Okay, but ಯಾರು ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, which shows the weight numbers, it shows in numbers, that is very accurate. ಅರ್ಧ kg ಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 500 grams it shows. It's very accurate and it's very familiar to the people, right? So digital technology has been invaded in all the parts of our life. Okay, later on in the further studies you will observe what and all these digital. So those are all at application level. These are all application level. Everybody in every person can use. But an electronics engineer, an electronics engineer knows how these digital systems work. What is inside this digital system? What is this digital signal? What is this digital technology? Only digital technicians or electronic technicians or electronics engineers will be knowing what is inside that, how it is working on digital technology. Okay, that you people have got a very good opportunity for that. So I suggest you people to continue in the field of electronics, so you will see wonders, right? Okay, and digital systems are systems that process discrete information. See, discrete digital systems are systems that process discrete in the sense distinct, you can call as distinct, or separate, you can call separate, or non-continuous manner. Non-continuous manner. Before in the last part of the AC principles of electricity, we have studied AC principles. In that we have seen how the sinusoidal waveform look like, right? So what and all the parameters in sinusoidal waveform, that was right, and this is what analog signal. That means continuously varying signal. Non-continuous manner in the sense there is a digital signal. Continuous manner in the sense whatever we saw in the AC principles, that is an analog signal or continuously varying signal. So that we will study in the next step. So process digital systems. Digital systems are those which process digital signals. Okay, what do you mean by signal? What do you mean by signal? You people might be unaware of signal. What do you mean? Signal is nothing but variation of any physical parameter. Variation of any physical parameter with respect to time or distance, anything. You can just tell what is signal, that is variation of physical parameter. For example, your voice, a temperature, or pressure in the atmosphere, or temperature in the atmosphere, whatever, your speech signal or your video, which are you are watching on TV or mobile phone videos, those are continuously varying, capturing what I am talking here, what I am teaching here, what I am speaking, that and all continuously varying quantities, because my pitch is not constant, right? It will be varying, continuously varying with time. Digital, while telling one word only, my pitch will be varying, right? My intensity of the sound will be varying. In the same way, video in the sense, it's a variation in the light intensity. Whatever the physical parameters, light, sound and your temperature, pressure, everything are physical quantities in a real world. Those are all varying in continuous manner. But our digital technology, digital systems works on the non-continuous manner, that is discrete information. That means discrete manner, non-continuous manner. Okay, you got to know what is signal. Okay, processing. What do you mean by processing? Processing in the sense operation of that system, you can tell, or working of that system. Process, what is the signal to processing? Temperature is varying. Processing of a temperature, what do you mean by that? Or any in a function, somebody is speaking, he wants to address so many, somewhere around 100 people. What he'll use? He'll use microphone, right? Microphone is a transducer which converts non-electrical quantity into electrical quantity, and that microphone converts the non-electrical sound waves into electrical signal, either voltage or current, and that will be processed through amplified. We will amplify that signal and give it to the loudspeaker. Loudspeaker is a inverse transducer which converts electrical quantity into non-electrical quantity. And we can hear, all 100 people can hear the sound very clearly, right? The processing in the sense, microphone is taking our voice, which is analog in nature, it's continuous in nature, and processes that information. Processing in the sense amplifies that and transmits that to up to loudspeaker, right? That is nothing but processing. We will process the signal, right? Whatever the temperature is varying, we will record it, we will monitor it, we will control it using our air conditioner. Air conditioner, what we will do? We will control the temperature, right? So in a sense, whatever digital systems, processing in the sense receiving, transmitting, whatever, and amplifying. In case of sound waves, you will amplify that, temperature controlling, recording the temperature and controlling, right? That and all, nothing but processing of the information in the sense, whatever the data. What I am doing here, I am giving the information to you through a mobile, will record my video and we will upload that to the YouTube, and you will see that video on your phone. That is nothing but, again, it is a video processing, right? It is doing our sound and audio and video processing will be done by our mobile phone, which is again using a digital technology. Okay, nowadays, as I have already told you, everything has become digital. Okay. Now you got to know what is processing, what is signal, and digital systems work on discrete information, discrete in the sense non-continuous manner. So numerical representation of the information or the quantities, physical quantities which are varying, or voice, video, whatever, temperature, pressure, that we will represent using two types of representation. That is, one is analog representation and the another one is digital representation. Analog in the sense, as I have already told you, analog signal, in the sense analog varying quantity, that means continuously varying quantity, that is a signal which can vary over a continuous range of values between maximum and minimum. This is a sinusoidal wave, this is a triangular wave, non-sinusoidal wave it is, but both are varying continuously, right. What do you mean by continuously varying? As I have already told you, once again I will repeat that if this is a signal which is varying with respect to time, x-axis is time, y-axis you can take any physical quantity or voltage or current, anything. I will take voltage, if you can take temperature, whatever, or my voice signal, temperature or any voice signal also you can consider, but later on if an electronic device used to should be processing that information, in the sense that will be converted into an electrical quantity, right. Electrical quantity again voltage or current. Okay. Let's assume anything of this with respect to time it is varying. At any instant of time you take, I will take this as t1, t2, t3, any instant of, for example, at 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, wherever you take you will get a different value, right. Where you will get a different value of voltage or current. You can have, there are infinite values here, time values, infinite time values here, right. That means anything between 1 and 2 seconds, again there, if you consider the real numbers, again 1.1 second, 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds, right, 1.11 second, 1.12 seconds, in the sense you will have infinite values in the x-axis, right. Whichever the instant you take, there will be a different value it possesses. That is nothing but a continuously varying signal or an analog signals. Systems which are designed to process these continuous range of values varying with respect to time are called analog systems. Systems which are designed for this are called analog systems. Okay. Next is digital signal. What do you mean by digital signal? A system which can have two distinct values is nothing but digital signals. Only two values. One is 1 and 0. 1, 0. 1, 0. This is what our digital signal. So how this digital signals comes from our analog quantity, because whatever we are working, mainly the digital technology, mainly the electronics plays a very important role in communication. I have told communication in the sense sending the information from one point to another, in the sense how it acts, because our voice signal is continuous, right. And also in medical field you can see the ECG, electrocardiograph, right. There also a digital technology has been introduced, but you will get a VR analog, or heartbeat rate is analog, continuously varying signal, right. Once it has become constant, what happens? Will be died. Our heartbeat stops, in the sense you might have seen in the pictures, right, movies, you might have seen that. That means straight line comes in the sense died. Nowadays you can have digital systems, in that heartbeat rate it will be showing digital system, you might have observed the same thing in the movies again, right? So, how these analog quantities, continuously varying signal, whatever the digital technology, whatever the electronics has been, advancement in electronics is so much, but our nature, whatever we are speaking, we are talking, whatever the video is, that and all are continuous signals, that and all continuously varying quantities. Whatever I am talking, that is continuous, but that will be reaching you. In between that, there is a digital technology has been introduced. That means these analog signals should be converted into digital signals and then sent to you. Again, that will be converted as a analog signal and you will listen to that. Okay, see how these digital signals, if this is a continuously varying signal, example of our voice, what they will do is, the time axis, here you will get continuously, there are so many infinite number of values are there. They will divide this axis into a fixed values. For example, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8, T9, T10 and so on, right? See, whatever we will take the voltage value which is converted into voltage, we will take that value only at the instance of T1, at the instant of T2, the instant of T3, T4, T5, T6. That means there are discrete values I have assigned only at that time I will take the values. Human ear or eye are so designed, that means they will not be able to recognize if you miss this much of information, some information in between, they will not recognize that. Okay, I have already told you in principles of electricity, AC signal, continuously varying signal is coming into our home, right? But the bulb will be always glowing, we cannot recognize, that will be, voltage will be varying from minimum to maximum, again coming back to minimum. If that is the process, then also bulb will be continuously glowing, we can see that it is continuously glowing, right? Can you observe any variation in the intensity of the light of the bulb? No, right? So, our eye and ears are so designed, I will take the information values only at some discrete values. Okay, this has become analog or discrete time continuous signal. In the same way, what we will do, if you we have divided the x-axis, time axis, some discrete values, but in a y-axis what happens? Voltage axis, what happens? Again, there are continuously varying only, from here to here it is continuously varying, here to here it is continuous, there are infinite number of values you can take. Okay, what they will do is, they will divide this as 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 volts only, we can record the values. That means we have divided the x-axis, time axis also are discrete values. Again, y-axis, that is voltage axis, also discrete values. We will record the value at the instant of T1, that is somewhere around 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt. It will be around 2.2 volt. If that is the case, it will take 2 volt only. At the instant of T1, it is recorded as 2 volts. it is nearer to 2. The instant of T2, voltage at T2, what happens? It is 3 volts. Voltage at T3, it's 3.5 or 3.6 volt. I will consider that as 3 volts only, because we don't have any values in between this. We have only 5 values to be considered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discrete we have divided. In the same way, both the x-axis and y-axis are divided into discrete number of values, finite number of values. Only at that time we will record a particular voltage, and that is transmitted. Okay, this is what that become. If we divide time axis as or discrete values into finite number of discrete values, and y axis also infinite number of discrete values, that has become digital signal. It has become continuously varying digital signal you will get. Okay, that time what happens? Our signal will be looking like this. This is our digital signal, will look like this. Okay, that means it has got some values here, it has got some values at this instant again got some finite value 3 volts, and that is the process of making it discrete times, that is called sampling, taking sampling of analog signal, and making y-axis also some discrete values, that is called quantizing. This and all are not in your syllabus. I am just telling it you because for your knowledge. In the engineering, if you go and study communication, digital systems communication, that time you will hear the sampling and quantizing values. These values these numbers are converted into series of ones and zeros, high and low values, series of ones and zeros, and that is called, that process is called encoding, and the digital signal will look like this. Okay, digital signal will, again this is a time axis. At T1 it possesses how many bits, that and all will be in detail you will study in the communication, digital communication. Just this is, if you have not understood this part, don't worry, this is for your knowledge sake I have told you. Only thing you should remember for the first PUC examination purpose, how the digital signal looks like. The digital signal looks like this, and what do you mean by the system which can have two distinct values, that is nothing but digital signal. Okay, only that much you have to remember. So, importance of digital electronics. Why we are shifting to everything has become digitalization is occurring. Why we are shifting to digital technology? What is the importance of digital technology? Because it is easier to design. Digital technology is easier to design. Information storage is easy. Information storage is easy compared to analog. Information can be stored easily in digital, because we have seen in the graph it is continuously varying signal. Distinct values, storing distinct values is easy, because for example when you are studying for the examination, some paragraph questions you want to remember, what you will do? Everybody suggests you to make a points, right? In social studies, when we were in high schools, in social studies, there were long answer questions. Long answers, how to remember that? We used to make a points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means Remembering the numbers is easy than a paragraph continuously, right? Continuous sentences you cannot remember, but making up after making a point, after making points of those answer, what happened? It's easy to remember, right? The same way, information storage is easy in digital technology, and accuracy and precision are greater. We can expect high accuracy in digital systems that you can observe in any of your digital systems. Everything is showing in the numbers, right? If you want to see the time in digital watch and analog watch, which is easy, accurate is digital watch, right? Operations can be programmed. Here in digital technology, all digital operations can be programmed. Digital systems are less affected by noise. What is that noise? Noise is nothing but, you can just remember, that is an unwanted signal. Unwanted signal, that means that is not required for our information to be transferred. Sometimes you can hear, I am using this mic, right? I am using this mic so that whatever I am speaking, that will be directly sent through this wire. If I don't use this wire, mic, what happens? You can hear in the video outside noises you can hear. That is unwanted for your class, right? So noise reduction, for the noise reduction I am using this. In the same way, unwanted signal will be less in digital systems. Okay, more digital circuitry can be fabricated on IC. That means IC, integrated circuits. So digital circuits it is easier to design the digital circuit. More digital circuits can be fabricated on a integrated circuit. So this and all you will be understanding only if you go for further studies in the digital electronics. That means in the electronics field. That time you will understand it, all the things better. You will only, after studying how the digital technology is working, then you will only decide what are the importance, what are the advantages of digital technology. Okay. The next one is limitations of digital technology. What is the disadvantage or limitations of what is the limitation in digital technology? Most of the physical quantities in real world are analog in nature, that I have already told you. Temperature, pressure, or voice, sound waves, whatever, video, light intensity variation, that and all continuously varying signals, those are all analog. Thus, conversion to digital format and reconversion to analog format is necessary, because you cannot read any computer language, we cannot read directly. Computer is working on digital technology, you cannot if they tell, computer tell, can you read this? You will read 101011 011 01111 0111. It's not having any meaning, right? That means digital technologies, processing is easy, operation is easy, circuit designing is easy, everything we agree, but we have to live with our real time environment, right? That will be analog. So those analog quantities should be converted into digital and process it and send it. Then while listening to that, again that should be reconverted into analog. That is the only limitation that is in the digital technology. Okay. And this is enough for today. Any doubts? Text me. Digital electronics is a very interesting topic. Please concentrate on this. Watch day-to-day scheduled videos. Don't miss it. Don't keep the pending videos. Okay. Thank you.